Horny and angry are the two most important feelings in the Latin America, you know? I came here to have a chill drink, and now all the comedians are talking to me. People don't know, comedians, we have like a metal rod. He was also very bald, but you do it well.
My name is Zaki, and this is the show where I introduce you to the world's finest comedians, as known as any comedians of Europe. This is Fantastic Comedians of Europe, FACU. Today I'm here with
Bruno Mazzini.
How long are you doing comedy?
3.5 years, almost, 3.5 years now.
Are you originally from here?
No, I'm from Peru.
Wow.
South America.
Wow. You do the long way.
Yeah. It's poor over there, and I don't like poverty. So I was like, what is less poor?
I never asked.
You never asked?
I never asked if it is poor, where you came from.
Yeah, but you were asking why I left, you know? People are like, oh, why did you move so long? And I was like, money.
No, in fact, I never asked why. I just asked where.
You implied it. I saw you.
Wait, did you start doing comedy in Peru?
No, I started here in Berlin. I started, at the Wall Comedy Club. Yeah. I don't know, I was bored.
Do you do comedy only in English or in Spanish as well?
Spanish as well, but there's not so many Spanish shows. They're slowly growing, but mostly English. So, yeah, I'll do English like 7 nights a week and Spanish maybe once a month.
What crowd is easier to work with, Spanish or English?
English is easier. Spanish is too diverse because they're from...
Give me examples.
There's a word in Peru that means horny, and it means angry in Venezuela.
Wow.
So I say, I'm horny, and they're like, watch out, you know? And it's like, it's complicated.
So the Spanish is very diverse language.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Different for different,
Exactly.
even natives.
Even natives, yeah.
Wow.
Like, you don't... Sometimes you'll see a comedian, and you can tell that they're funny, but then only like half of the crowd laughs.
Yeah.
Because they're the only ones that understand the word that the person said. So it's weird. And also, like, in Spanish I have to make my Spanish more general.
Yeah.
And in English that's easier.
And it goes less specified.
Yeah. Because I need everyone to understand me.
Yeah.
In English, everyone almost understands everything, right? Because it's already like universal.
Wow,
you know?
That's interesting. Please tell me this word that is angry and horny in different
it's
countries.
Arrecho.
Arrecho.
Yeah.
A very common feeling.
Arrecho.
Very common.
Arrecho.
Both of them, actually. It's beautiful because it's the same word, and it's also the two most important feelings in the Latin America. You know, horny and angry is.
Do you do stand up in different cities a lot?
I've done maybe like 10, 12 cities in total, but yeah, I'm trying to expand more in the next year or so. But yeah, I would say I've done like Amsterdam, Paris. Yeah, I would say.
What is the worst place to do comedy?
I go there all the time, so I don't want to say it.
So we can just check your schedule.
Yeah, you can. It's Dresden. It's fucking Dresden. It's horrendous.
Let's pretend we're not speaking about Dresden. Like some other bad place to deal with. Give me an example. What can go wrong?
People just take everything you say seriously. People don't know what comedy is like, so you're over there talking about how funny poverty in your country is, and they're like, that is sad. We do not want to hear about these things. And you're like, what the fuck, man? And I don't know.
Have you experienced any heckles?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
What was the weirdest one?
A guy having like a mental breakdown in the middle of the show because apparently he wasn't there for the show.
During your set?
During my set. So he was looking at his phone. So I was like, yeah, it's kind of weird that you're looking at your phone. I made a joke about it, right? And then he was like, I came here to have a chill drink, and now all the comedians are talking to me. Stop talking, let me relax. And I was like, I'm sorry, Give it up for this guy. Let's continue with the show. I was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Did it happen in Dresden?
No, that was in Berlin. That was in Berlin. And in Dresden, the weirdest thing, I had a Pakistani guy who was trying to be more funny than the comedians, but everyone hated him. And so he kept trying to make jokes and they kept missing. And then it was really nice because I roasted him for like 15 minutes. I was like, dude, I understand why India is invading your country. You guys need to fucking stay in your country, like just because you know what happens when a heckler does it once, you tell him please be quiet. When he does it twice, you're like, hey, shut the fuck up. And when he keeps doing it, the crowd hates him so much that you could just like
you can't do anything.
Abuse him, but it was nice because he was still laughing. You know, because sometimes I go hard and someone gets sad and the rest of the crowd laughs, but I know that that person is not gonna have fun anymore. This time I was telling him that it would be okay if he died, and he loved it. You know, I think he wanted to get abused, but yeah.
You know, have you ever experienced like physical attacks from the audience?
I had one guy who wanted to, and I could tell that he wanted to, but his friends told him not to. Like there was a drunk Irishman at a show one time, and he kept again. I'm usually very friendly. I don't roast the audience for no reason.
You look friendly.
But this motherfucker, this person was just drinking and like yeah, the Irish people are funnier. And I was like, you please starve, dude. You know, the English did the right thing. I started with please be silent, you know? He was also very bald, but you do it well. You do it. You're good bald. You're good bald. He looked like so fat that his hair fell out. Yeah. You know, he looked like
it's his fault.
He looked like ugly
100%.
bald. Yeah, his fault. Ugly bald. You know, like bad. Yeah. And so I just started making fun of his hair, and all his friends were laughing at him too. And then at some point, he just stands up, and his friends grab him, and they're like, no, and that was fun.
Yeah, for me too.
It was. The only good thing was that his friends were laughing, because if it was like 8 drunk Irish guys, so if the 8 of them had tried to hit me, I would have been fucked. But if it's just one, I have like people don't know, comedians, we have like a metal rod with us on stage.
We should have,
We have the mic stand, you know?
Sure. I thought this was a metaphor.
No, this is the actual. Dude, if you try to attack me on stage, I'm grabbing a weapon. I'm not like polite, please. Back away safely. No, I fucking, you know, like.
Once an audience member came up to stage and he broke my skull. I wasn't clever enough to use the rope. Yeah.
What the fuck? Yeah. Is this here?
No.
Is this because? No. What?
No.
Really?
This was a different part.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, my chin. Yeah. Okay.
Where?
Like back in Russia.
That explains it.
Yeah.
See, I don't know if I would do that to Russian audience members.
Tell me the famousest thing you ever done. Maybe a concert, a show, a TikTok, anything.
That's nothing. No.
Okay, this
I don't know. I have an Instagram reel with like 25,000 plays.
Yeah.
A
good one.
Yeah.
Good enough.
Bist du Deutsch?
Yeah.
Mein Gott.
Let's do it like this. You have 10 seconds to promote your comedy. Do it.
I'm funny. I will insult your friends. Find me at Bruno Mazzini Comedy. A very sensitive man. Very kind and abusive. It's a great combination. I will send you nudes if you want me to.
It was your nudes or other people's?
Both.
It was Bruno at Fantastic Comedians of Europe. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. We did it.
What was this word again? This
arrecho.
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 Arrecho. Yeah.
¿Qué significa arrecho en Guatemala? Yeah. No. Okay, see, in Guatemala they don't even have that word, and they also speak Spanish.
Wow.
En Peru, arrecho is horny. In Venezuela, it's angry.
That's interesting. Narco is the same in Colombia.
See?
Okay.